F this country. F this country. This president. I understand student loans are a financial obligation. I get that. But I can't even pay my rent. And so my loans went into default. They went to a default. I literally just, my company does pay tuition repayment, and I set it up. But it didn't go through fast enough.
Well, you did listen. Listen, guys, listen. I don't want to be the guy who said, I told you so. But I forewarned you. I forewarned you that this was going to happen. I was preparing you to tell you, hey, I need to take on the responsibility. I can't trust the government to take care of me. I can't trust anybody else to have hold of my financial future. And you guys ignored it. You guys ignored it. And now the government is saying, give me my money. Give me the money.
Pay me my money.
And guess what? It's going to have interest. Guess what? We're going to destroy your credit. Guess what? We're going to garnish your paycheck. Guess what? Your tax return is gone. Poof.
And it's gone.
Maybe that will get your attention, but it goes further than that, guys. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Also, too, guys, you know what I'm about to say. I have a newsletter. It is completely free. How can you be free? You can't. And also, too, guys, if you need any type of financing that deals with investment properties or commercial properties, I am your guy. I've been a lender for almost 20 years. 20 years. And I can assist you with that. That information is in the pinned comment and the description, guys. Let's jump straight to it. Listen, we talked about this. I said, you cannot trust the government. The government will tell you one thing and then get rid of the program.
And that is a lie.
I tried to tell you when I saw that interview with the government and they said, listen, we're coming after you. And you guys didn't believe them. But let's let her finish her story.
And I'm supposed to start my master's program so I can stop being so broke forever.
Ooh.
I'm supposed to start it in January. And this goddamn government makes it impossible. Makes it impossible. $89,000. Do you know how I got $89,000 worth of student loan debt? Because these goddamn hospital systems require a bachelor's degree. I got out of nursing school, became a licensed nurse with $1,000 in debt. I was required to go get my bachelor's degree. I went into a program. These programs, they're predatory. It didn't require, it was University of Massachusetts for their RN to BSN program. When I applied and started, they did not have a clinical requirement. I got pregnant with my twins, had to go on bed rest, was on disability because I couldn't work.
That's a sad story. As an individual, listen, I'm sorry you had to go through that. But as the government, cool story, bro. Cool story. We don't care. We do not care. Where is our money? Yeah, you have all this other stuff. You want to, you twins. And great. Are you going to have that $400 a month?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
But maybe since I showed you, you will understand that they do not care. I've said it all the time. These companies aren't loyal. These politicians aren't loyal. If you believe that these guys have your best interest at heart, you're crazy.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
You see where it got you. You waited until the very end to go ahead and make some moves. Again, I said you should have been doing that long time ago. What did I say? I said you should probably check up on your student loans. You know what I got in the comment section? Orlando, they're not getting anything. They're not getting anything. Okay. My next question is, what do you mean by they're not getting anything? If you mean like they're not going to get anything, like they're going to garnish my paycheck, they are going to take away my tax returns, they're going to stop me from getting any type of government loan ever, then I guess you're right. I guess you're right. You got me.
You got me.
But let me guess. You don't believe me. But let's go ahead and just take a look. I need you guys to hear the story of what's going on currently. It says millions of student loans are in default. Act now to save your credit. Before ringing in the new year, millions of Americans may want to check in with their student loan servicer. The soon-to-be reported default list. In December, you're getting this news from the media. But I gave you this news a year ago. I'm not saying that I'm some brilliant financial guy. What I'm telling you is, it's common sense. At least to me it is. They do not care. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody will.
Well, that's true.
It says more than 4 million Americans, you heard me, 4 million Americans are technically in default, or at least 270 days overdue on their student loans. They just haven't been reported on the credit bureaus yet for various reasons, including process lagging. When they're finally reported, they could be almost 10 million borrowers, or almost 25% of federal loan portfolio in default. That would be a record. Whoa! But let me guess, that's not enough for you to make a move. But that's fine. Let me show you more. Let me give you a more compelling argument. Remember that plan that I told you that more than likely was gonna get erased? I know, you held on to the very end because you said, listen, Orlando, I hear what you're saying. I don't want to pay these student loans. I don't want to look at how much I owe. I'm just going to cover my eyes, ears, and mouth and just not even think about it. They're not getting anything from me. So why even check on it? Are you dumb? That plan is gone now. I know it's news to you because you don't check. I get it. The save plan is gone. Yeah, you know that plan that you were on, that you were paying $40, $50, $60, but even that amount you didn't even pay, that plan is gone, erased. Right now, you're gonna log into your account and you're gonna be like, it's in default. I wonder why. Let me show you the reactions to this plan ending.
Taking away a student loan repayment plan is insane.
Yeah.
Not only have we been battling with the Department of Education since even before COVID, y'all are messing with forgiveness. Y'all are messing with people's approved repayment plans. And now this, like, if the plan is to bully everyone into paying on their loans, this is not the way to go about it. And I'll be honest, at this day and time, a student loan is at the bottom of my bills. I don't plan on paying them back. The interest is outrageous. I was 17 when I signed these loan agreements. I will easily defer by entering some type of program. But I'm not paying these loans back. So Department of Education, Trump, do whatever y'all need to do. I paid $20 last year, and that's all I got moving forward.
Listen, you heard her. She's never paying them back. It's at the bottom of her list. Out of all the bills, it's at the bottom of the list. But let me give you some insight, guys. Let me give you insight. Just because you put the priority, just because you give this low priority, does not mean that that's the ranking of the debt. Because I can explain to you this. Student loans are the worst kind of debt. You can't get rid of them.
Wait, what?
Bankruptcy? Good luck. It's never going to happen. They will always stay with you forever. Let me say this again. Your student loan can never, ever disappear.
Listen, we f***ed up.
I'm just being honest with you. I know you saw online. Someone told you, you were watching some guru and he said, look, these are the 10 ways to get your student loan erased. And he told you one of them is just not to pay it. I've seen that plenty of places. Don't pay it. It will just go away.
Yeah. True.
And here's another thing. I don't say this to scare anyone. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just telling you the reality. What will happen is that you will think you can just ignore it, and then you're gonna get a letter in the mail. That letter in the mail is gonna say, your paycheck has been garnished. You're gonna try to get your taxes, and you're gonna be like, woo, I know what I'm doing with this $2,000-$3,000 from tax returns. It's gone.
Finito. Done.
You're gonna try to go get a loan, and it's gonna say, your credit is 4. That's what's gonna happen. And you're gonna say, what happened? I was doing everything right except paying your student loans.
And I did something wrong.
Because you're emotionally attached to it. You're angry. You're saying, you know what, this isn't fair. You're saying this, and this. It's not gonna change anything. You can be mad at the administration. You can be mad at Joe Schmo that's running the department. You can be mad at whoever you want, but it won't change a thing. This isn't about politics, right? I don't care who you support. The one thing that I do know, it's still going to be due. The best way you can combat this is planning.
That's right, I said it.
Nobody wants to budget. Nobody wants to save, even though you know bad things are about to come. I know. But you have to take these things serious because as this lady said, go ahead and do what you're going to do. Go ahead and do what you're going to do. Well, let's see what they are going to do.
In other news, the Trump administration has announced we will put an end to Joe Biden's illegal student loan bailout attempts. No student loan has been referred to collection since March of 2020. That comes to an end. On May 5th, the Department of Education will resume involuntary collections for borrowers with defaulted federal student loans. The student loan portfolio controlled by the federal government is nearly $1.6 trillion. But fewer than 4 out of 10 borrowers are in repayment. This is unsustainable, unfair, and a huge liability for American taxpayers. Debt cannot be wiped away. It just ends up getting transferred to others. So why should Americans who didn't go to college or went to college and responsibly paid back their loans pay for the student loans of other Americans? The Trump administration will never force taxpayers to pay student loan debts that don't belong to them. Student loan borrowers need clarity, and we're finally giving it to them. Borrowers will now be clearly expected to repay their loans, and those who default on their loan obligations will face involuntary collections. The government can and will collect defaulted federal student loan debt by withholding money from borrowers, tax refunds, federal pensions, and even their wages.
Now, let me make sure that I'm clear on this. Now, let me be clear on this. You watch videos like this and you thought, oh man, look, she funny. They're playing. They'll never do that. Let me explain this to you guys. You guys are used to normal collection agencies. The collection agencies that call you, you hang up on them, it says spam on your phone. You go, oh man, listen, these guys I'm just gonna hang up on them. You're on the phone playing with them. Let me ask you this. Have you ever had a collection agency that's the Treasury Department? That's right. The Treasury Department will be your collection agency. And let me tell you what, they have a bunch of tools that you are not gonna like. It's called taking money from everywhere.
20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140.
That's $100. Stop playing with me, Smokey.
I know you think these guys are bullies, and you know what? I'm just gonna outlast them. You got 3 years? You got 3 years? In 3 years, if you're waiting on an administration, and then another 3 to 4 years for policy and everything else to change, woo! 8 years? Almost 8 years with bad credit? With the Treasury Department chasing after you? It don't sound good to me. It's not something that I would want. This is the reason why I say you need to be proactive. We saw the lady in the very first. She said, well, you know, I did it, but it was too late. You saw the other lady say, you know, I knew about this, but I'm not paying you anything. Oh, okay. But let me guess, that's not enough. Let's hear from somebody else. What's going to happen to your taxes? Because there's going to be a lot of unhappy people. I'm telling you, in December, this is going to happen. But trust me, trust me, when tax season come around, people are going to be flabbergasted.
There are a lot of student loan borrowers that are currently in default on their on their student loans. And guess what? They're going to start trying to file their taxes here in January or February. And when they get that refund, it's going to get offset and taken by the IRS and the Department of Education. So if you are currently in default on your student loans, go check, because they are taking tax refunds. And if you've seen my talks before, you realize that being in default on your student loans is just a massive waste of money because all the garnishments never actually make it to your student loans because of the collection fees and all that stuff.
Did you hear that? You're getting your payment garnished and it ain't even doing anything. You're just paying fees. Listen, I tried to forewarn you. I said, you will have $100,000. Listen, $100,000 in student loan debt. They will take your tax return. Let's just say you got $5,000 back. When you go back and you look at your balance after they take your tax return, it will say $99,999. You only took $1 off and you paid them $5,000. You know why? Because there's fees associated with it. You thought the federal government was going to track you down for no fee? You thought that they were going to add interest? Listen, you guys are doing all of these program forbearance, all this other stuff, and you're not reading the fine print.
I'm smart.
You think to yourself, I'm just going to keep pushing it down the road. Nothing's ever going to happen. Let me tell you this, guys, and I'm being very, 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 very serious. They're going to get their money. One way or the other, they are going to get their money. So if you know that, how about we be proactive? Fact. I know. You don't want to go through the headache of looking at all of these numbers and getting depressed and doing all this other stuff because you don't have the money to pay it. But that's what adults have to do. You have to look at things and go, oh, this isn't a good situation. But how do I plan so this doesn't further put me in another, let me say this again, another situation? And that's what we're seeing now. A lot of people just ignored the advice. And now all of these people, up to 10 million people, are going to either have bad credit or garnishments, or both. But what do I know? I'm just a guy on YouTube trying to help people prepare for what's about to come in 2026. But, listen, you can't save everybody. You can't save everybody. But listen, guys, if you love content like this, guys, please join the Patreon. We have exclusive videos over there. Also, too, guys, you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, and get you into your first rental property. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks.